Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, wherever you sit, wherever you stand. If you are listening, I would like to thank you for keeping me alive. So you guessed it, it's the unpacking yet another thought. So it is the day after Halloween, and we are now entered into full-on Scorpio season, I guess you could say. Ew, did I just say that? I did. I'm not much of a star coder, as I like to call astrologists, but I do know that November is the month of Scorpio, so it's all about the hidden meaning, and full moons in Scorpio, for example, I did learn, shine a light on the shadowy, hidden sides of our nature, the secretive sides of our nature, and ask us to dive deep and look in. Which brings me to my thought. So, of course, it's Halloween, and of course, I did eat too much candy, but that's okay, because it's Halloween, right? And I had the most fun that I've had in a long time, and I was watching an old iconic cult favorite, which is the Rocky Horror Picture Show, with my soon-to-be 18-year-old son, his girlfriend, and a good friend. And it was really cool to look at the looks on their faces because, of course, the LGBTQ movement has been around a lot longer than this generation realizes. And I was just wanting to show this film to them because it's so iconic. And it helps set the tone and understanding for the weird, the freaks, the queers, the fabulous, the transvestites. They've all been a part of our culture as long as we could possibly remember, right back into ancient Greek days, yeah? However, what I don't like, and this is what my friend was saying to me about just anything in general, but for him, he was discussing the more of the queer, transvestite, LGBTQ sort of culture, which makes him uncomfortable, as he says, the obvious externalization of it. And it's not that he's against it, it just makes him uncomfortable. So I kind of thought to myself, yeah, well, that's interesting. And I said, well, why does it make you uncomfortable? And his reply was not what I expected. I actually asked him point blank, are you homophobic? Like, what's the deal? And he said, no. He said that for him, the way the philosophy, or as he interprets the philosophy and the movements now, he finds it degrading to a choice and a lifestyle for people who can only get the attention and the approval as long as they allow themselves to be fitted in a box that labels them, you know, freaks, geeks, queers, that kind of thing. And he finds that offensive because what people do in their private life, who you love, makes no difference. So it kind of brought me to the conclusion, and why I wanted to unpack and share this thought with all of you wonderful folk, is for me it always boils down to really one basic question, and that is, are you human? What are you? What do you identify with? It doesn't really matter, but are you human? What does that mean to you? And that's it. At the end of it all, I'm all about the acceptance of what is. I'm all about diversity and certainly freedom of speech and expression. However, I am also, or individual freedom of speech and individual expression, but I am also aware that as a human being, I am part of a collective. And that collective makes it possible for me to be who I am. So that was it. That's pretty much the thought that came from my Halloween festivities, and I thought it was something that I wanted to share. So without further ado, again, this is the unpacking one thought at a time, wishing you a wonderful week ahead, and until next time, peace out.